Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dream Beyond. My name's Lorraine, and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. If you watched the first video, I shared a bit of my story where I joined the Air Force right out of high school to see the world, and I saw Texas. I also went into the Army Reserves, married my future ex-husband, in hopes to also see the world and saw more Texas. But today I'd like to dive a little bit deeper into my story, because living my dream life here in Portugal didn't come overnight. It was a journey. The purpose of this channel is really to show you that every step you make closer to your goal will get you to your dream faster than taking no steps at all. And sometimes you don't even know you're making the steps. So for me, one of the lowest points in my life was when my son was diagnosed in 3rd grade with Asperger's. It was absolutely devastating for me. I'd always just planned on having one child, and he was it. And I remember praying when I was pregnant with him. I didn't care if he was the smartest, and I didn't care if he was the most athletic. I just wanted him to be happy. If you've ever been around a child with Asperger's, happy is not usually one of their emotions. I didn't even realize he had Asperger's till he was in 3rd grade. And being a military family, every time we would go see the doctors, the answer was always on a prescription pad, and I had just had enough. I started looking for some other ways to help my son. I came across the use of essential oils and stuff. Don't worry, I'm not about to recruit you to my team or anything. I'm actually no longer in that company. But I did come across a network marketing company with essential oils as their main focus, and it absolutely changed everything about my life. It was such a turning point. One, I was able to help my son a lot with the essential oils, and it made our life so much easier. And then I went on to help a lot of other families help their kids that was also going through some of the same struggles as my son. But this real changing point for me was when I realized that being part of a network marketing company, they really encourage you to do personal development. And if I wanted to grow my business, then I needed to work on myself and my mindset about how that business can be built. Because there's a lot of negativity around network marketing. And again, I'm not trying to sell you on that concept. That's completely up to you. But personal development is a big thing in the network marketing industry. I think my first real introduction was the movie The Secret. And I cannot express enough how much this movie changed me. I am not kidding when I say I have probably watched that movie 30 times. Even today, if I started to get in a slump, and I was in a slump for, I don't know, maybe a couple of days, there's a good chance I'd watch that movie again, because everything in her life is about mindset. I couldn't have been living my dream life here in Portugal had I not used personal development to improve my mindset. I'll be honest, coming from where I come from, things were pretty negative, and that's okay. I grew up a coal miner's daughter, and things weren't great growing up, but still, I had the ability to change that. And that's what the movie The Secret did for me, is it told me that I had the power to live the life I chose to live. You have to work for it, but you also have to believe it's even possible. So anyway, I went down that journey with my son and got him better. And then my business just started to take off. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've never been a 6-figure earner. But let's just say a few years later, when it was time for the divorce, I was not worried about taking care of myself. I was making plenty enough money to take care of myself very comfortably. So it really helped me grow that business, but it also helped me get through one of the hardest times in my life. Now, for anybody who's been divorced, especially if you've been married for a long time, I was married for 21 years, you don't just lose your partner. Typically, you lose your partner's family that you may love or you may not. I happen to have loved mine. But one of the biggest hits for me was I also lost 2 friendships that were over 20 years apiece. And I thought, how in the world could this happen? I thought these girls would be my ride or die until the end. I know sometimes the universe will clear an obstacle out of your way so you can make room for a new life, something new to come in your life. But in my circumstance, it bulldozed my life. It made a whole new road. It took out everything and basically scraped my life to the dirt. There is nothing 2 years later that was recognizable from my married time. Not my partner, not my friends, not even my career anymore. So things change, but thank God I had done enough personal development to realize that even though it looked terrible at the time, things would get better. And they did. I left Florida and traveled in a camper for 6 months by myself to find myself, to really be alone with my thoughts. And I think we'll talk about the camper journey in the next video a little bit. It really helped me grow as a person. So one of the things that I want from this channel is to help you start to grow. If you're not in the personal development, have been exposed very much to that, that will be my absolutely first place to start, because you can't build a dream life until you build your belief that it's possible for you to have a dream life. One of my go-tos is The Secret, but there's so much out there, and there's going to be so many different people that will resonate with you. I will help you along the way, and I'll share some of the ones that I have read, listened to, whatever, through the years. But every day I'm going to challenge you to do something just a little bit out of your comfort zone. Because let's face it, growth doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. It's a place that you feel safe and you feel secure, but you're not really going to grow very much as a person. This is for the people who want something else, who want something more out of life, who want to dream beyond what they're living now. And that's my goal with this whole channel, is to help you dream beyond. There's going to be so many tips and things I'm going to share along the way, but we're going to start right here with the whole personal development. I hope you'll, over the next week or so, get the book, listen to the audiobook, watch the movie. You can actually find the full-length movie right on YouTube, completely free. After you click off me, just go search The Secret right here on YouTube. You'll find it. There's so many times in my life I've resorted back to that. Just another little glimpse is I was a massage therapist. I was working in a big spa. I could see the writing on the wall that the spa was about to close, and so I decided to open my own practice. And the night before I was to sign the lease on my new place, I had such a panic attack, I guess you would say, but an overwhelming fear of what if it doesn't work out. And so at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting in the living room watching the movie The Secret. And the next day I went and signed the lease. And you know what? It all worked out. My business was successful. It helped me grow my essential oil business. Everything starts from mindset. I challenge you to do something different. Before my divorce, I had never went to a movie by myself. So that was one of the things through the divorce that I decided to do, is go watch a movie by myself. And it felt so weird that first time walking into a theater by yourself. But I did it. And you know what? I liked it. And I've actually done it so many times since. The challenge for you is to either watch the movie The Secret or look for somebody else in the personal development lines that you might agree with. I know one of the big things right now is Mel Robbins' book, Let Them. Do something that challenges you. Go to a movie, go sit at a bar in a restaurant and try to talk to somebody new, whatever it is. Because we're not here to live an ordinary life. You're not going to make your dreams come true by doing the same things you've been doing for years and years. It's time to push yourself. If you want something different, you want to join me in Portugal, you want to move to Costa Rica, whatever it is you might want to do, you want to quit your job and start something new, you're going to have to take a baby step and step outside that comfort zone. And I hope I can help you along the way. In the comments, I want you to tell me what was one thing you did that was outside of your comfort zone. Next time we get together, we're going to talk about that journey in my camper. I think you'll find it very amusing. And just to give you a sneak preview, I had never towed a thing in my life before I took off on that journey. If you find this channel helpful and you like the content so far, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And if you find it really valuable, maybe share it with a friend who might could use some of this too. So until we meet again, I want you to dream beyond, and I'll see you soon.